I said it. Here. First. I said it here first.
I gotta watch this shit.
I gotta watch it. I was Boogie.
What's up, world? Got my man, my aunt, Uncle Boog in the house.
That's
representing.
Boogie. That's Boogie, not Book.
Yeah,
Boogie. Boogie. Not mucus, not phlegm, not booger. That's Boogie.
And he is representing today. This is NFL session here. The Saints.
Yeah.
I think they're 0-3, right?
Well, let me tell you something. A record doesn't indicate how good a team is. It doesn't depict like the talent on the team.
Okay.
What you have to understand is this, okay?
We gotta understand.
Now, I played football, Pop Warner, high school, college, little NFL. But the thing about it is, that does not indicate my talent and my abilities.
Okay.
A team is made up of different components. And what is the Saints? And I'm just saying it because I'm a fan of the Saints. But what is the Saints is that they have components that they brought together and they're trying to get to play together as one unit. Okay. It's kind of like writing a song. You can have different lyrics and different verses, but if it doesn't go along with the syncopation of the beat, it will not be a good song.
So, but my thing is, y'all 0-3, and the Falcons is 3-0, man. Like, what the hell is going on?
How many Super Bowls have the Falcons won?
They never won. I call.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'll tell you. I said it here first. I call Matt Ryan not proven. That is my name for him. Said it here first. Not proven. Because every time it gets in the clutch time, he can do all this right now. He's been doing comeback games and everything. But when it comes down to the most pressure game, he's not clutch, and he will never be proven. He's proven me nothing. But he is in your division. And right now he's leading the division.
That's okay.
What a nice squad. I ain't gonna lie. His chemistry is seeming to work right now. What are y'all gonna do to slow them up and get to the top? Because y'all gotta get to the top to make it.
Well, let's put it this way. Even if we don't get to the top, that does not make us a bad ball club.
But are y'all making the playoffs?
I won't say we're making the playoffs. I won't say that.
So what you gonna say on Saturday first then?
I will say that I won't guarantee any team will make the playoffs. You have to look at it. No team really is measurable until week 8, until after the 8 games, because the first eight games it can go either way.
Yeah.
After that, that's when football begins.
It begins, yeah.
Pad popping's time don't start until it gets cold. So before then, you got all these fair weather people. You have players that go out there and try to think they're going to do something. And not to mention, a lot of teams don't have a lot of tape on these new guys.
Okay.
Once you get enough time to develop tape and see what's really going on and the schemes they're running and how they play and everything else, then you'll know who you're playing against. So they look good right now. I'll give them that. There's my applaud. Hats off. However,
okay,
there's no team out there right now I would guarantee anything to. Because you got teams that are powerhouses like the 49ers. They're dying. Will I say they're a bad team? No. I would just say their chemistry isn't clicking. So there's a lot of teams out there that have the capability and the potential, but they're just not jiving right now, gelling. However, when the coaches get enough tape on their opponents that they're going to play, and they can set up schemes and sets for that, then you'll have a better ball club and you have a better game. So right now, me being a Saints fan, yeah, but I'm a Raiders fan as well. So the same thing. I got 2 ball clubs that are both suffering. Does that mean that their talent pool is poor? No. It just means, again, like I said, versus against music, syncopation isn't proper, but when it gets there, you'll see something different. There's going to be a couple of flash in the pans when they play certain teams that you might see something good there.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that they're a good team. That doesn't mean that now the table has turned. What it means is that on that particular one, their verse, their verbs, their music, everything rock right.
Said it here first. Does Drew Brees still got it?
Drew Brees definitely has it. Drew Brees.
Does Drew Brees still got it?
Drew Brees.
Stop babbling, boy!
Drew Brees.
Stop babbling, boy!
Drew Brees is so far from being washed up. It's so far from being a has-been that the man's talent and potential and capability is still long and strong. If he wasn't, he could not exist in this league. You've heard this before, NFL, which means for not for long. Okay? So if you're going to have guys playing in this league, they have to have something in order for a coach to believe in them, in order for a GM to keep that person for the coach to believe in order for the fans to believe in. Because remember, you got two different devices happening here. You have a coach that's trying to build a system, then you have a GM whose job is to fill seats. So the fans still believe in him, or the seats wouldn't be filled.
Yeah,
the team has to believe in him, or he wouldn't be out there leading him. Now keep this in mind. If you look at football originated or became popular with the Army. Okay, the Army setup was basically you had a quarterback. The quarterback is the general of the team. Now, if you go back to modern day warfare, or not modern day, but historical warfare, you look at during the wartime, the generals were never killed. The officers were never killed. They may have been captured and returned from one of their officers, but they're never killed. Why? Because they knew that the troops had to have someone with a level head to follow. So that was the way they played the game. Right now, in sports, it's the same ideology. You have the quarterback who is the general.
Okay.
And the team has to make sure they have a general that the troops are going to want to follow.
Got you. That was good.
Right on.
One more thing, though.
Go for it.
The loss of Jimmy Graham.
Right.
Is that the reason why y'all 0-3?
No. I see Jimmy Graham was a vital weapon, to use, but he's just a tool. When I go to my toolbox, I have to make repair on a car or a house or something like that. Open my box. If I don't have a tool, I make sure I have other tools that's capable of doing the same job. When they got rid of Jimmy Graham, they went out and acquired other tools to come out and do the same job.
Okay.
What it is again, remember, like I said, verse, music, the syncopation is all. You have people still trying to get used to playing with each other. Talk to me after week 8 and see where we're at.
Okay.
Now, do I think we're going to make playoffs? As I said, I guarantee nobody making the playoff this early in the season. Because I've seen people have winning seasons going up to week 8, and after that, just explode or implode because things don't fall in line.
So, one more thing I want from you. Since he did leave your team,
Right?
why is he struggling?
Jimmy Graham?
Is he lost it?
Again, he went to a new team that he has to learn his verse with that music. It's a different system, something he's not acclimated to. He has to acclimate himself to that system. Once he does that, he will then again show you that. It's kind of like when we pick up Jeremy Shockey from the Giants.
Okay.
Jeremy Shockey was not a wash-up at the time. He came over, he had to learn our system.
Okay.
Jeremy Shockey was a vital weapon on anybody's team. I'll tell you this much. When I played football, sports was of a different caliber. You had folks that were very few and far between that had size and speed that was like incomparable. You couldn't measure those against anything. Back then, you may have had 15 to 20 people in the league that were 300 pounds or plus. Okay? Now, every team has about 15 people on it that's 300 pounds or plus.
Yeah.
Not to mention, these people are running sub-540s. So you got people that heavy running that fast.
Yeah.
So the dynamics of the game has totally changed. To have someone as big as Ingram playing tight end with wide receiver speed, come on, we'd be crazy to say that man will not be viable to any set on any offense.
There you go, man. You heard it here first. Boogie giving us a lesson.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, I want to say thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Been wanting to get on here for a minute. What this dude right here is doing, he's talking to the masses and getting inside your head. Because if you don't see things the way he sees it, he's going to paint the picture for you and then give you a better portrait for you to look at and admire and say one day, wow, I understand where this brother's coming from.
That's right. Said it here first, man. Boogie. Good talk on the Saints, man. And his Raiders. They doing good too.
Right.
Thanks, y'all.
Right. Good job. Drew B. Dude.
Stop babbling, boy!
I said it. Here. First. I said it here first.